Good morning, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Friday's writing activity. So today we're going to continue working on our writing all about the troll from the Three Billy Goats Gruff. So just like yesterday, you'll need a pencil and a piece of paper and all of the work that you've already done about the troll. And if you have a phoneme mat, brilliant. If not, you can use mine on the screen as we go. Okay, can you get your things together? And whilst you're getting your things together, I will try to share my screen. Just bear with me. Right then, hopefully you can see that. I wonder if I can make myself a bit bigger. Oh, let me see. Oh, can I? A bit bigger there. Don't know if you can see me a bit bigger there or not. Right then. So, move myself out of the way. Can you see my phoneme mat on the screen? I hope so. Can you see me on the screen? I hope so. Have you got all your things ready? I hope so. Right then, let's get started with today's writing activity. But same way we start every writing lesson, let's remind ourselves of all of the sounds that we know. Okay, so if you want to pause the video, you can go through these sounds one at a time with your parent or carer. Okay, ready to pause me now. Did you get them all? Okay, I wonder if you wanted to play a little game of fastest finger, just to make sure everybody is trying super hard with your sounds. If I say a sound, do you think you can point to it on the screen? Can you find for me the sound for hand? Can you find it? Got it? Okay, getting a bit faster now. G, g, g for goat. Got it? For mouse. Yummy. Rubbing my tummy. Sorry, I can't see me. For mouse and yummy. Got it? And what about It's a different sound. Sounds really similar, doesn't it? But it's for nose. Got it? Let's have a look at the next phoneme mat then. Let's do these together. I hope you can see them all there. Ready? Join in with me. J, v, w, x, y, z, z, k, ch, sh, ng, and we'll do these ones later. Ready to play fastest finger? I wonder if you can find z, z, z for zebra. Where is it on the mats? Got it? What about ch, 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 ch for chicken? Can you see it? Can you find j for jug or j for jelly? J, 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 j. And last one then, can you find w, w, w for watch? Got it? Perfect. Okay, let's get started with our writing. Now, today we're going to carry on writing about the troll, but this time we're going to take our descriptive phrases and put them into full sentences. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute to look through and remind myself of all of the phrases I came up with yesterday to describe my troll. He has a big nose. He has bad teeth. He has smelly feet, a fat tummy, and messy hair. Why don't you pause the video for a moment and tell your parents or carers all of the things that you have written about your troll? Has he got a big nose too? Pause the video. Got it? Ready to go? All those ideas locked in your heads? Right then. We're going to put these phrases into sentences. To do that, And to help us, we are going to be using 2 tricky words in our sentences today. So before we get started, let's look at these tricky words together. The first word is this one. Now we say it's a tricky word because at the minute we can't decode it, so we can't blend it. If we were to try and read this at the minute with the phonics knowledge that we have at this point in the year, we would read it ha. Okay, and that's not right, that's not a real word. So we have to just remember that this says he. And I like to tell myself a little rhyme when I'm doing it, just to help me remember. H-E spells he, H-E spells he, H-E spells he. Do you want to have a go at doing that? H-E spells he, H-E spells he. Got it? Okay. The other tricky word I've got here is this one. Now, it's a tricky word because, unfortunately, my Nottinghamshire pronunciation lets me down a little bit. I know that this is the letter A, and I know if I sounded it out, I would say ah. However, children in my class, you know that when I'm speaking, it doesn't always come out like that in the Nottinghamshire accent. It comes out as more of a oh. I try to speak like the Queen. I try to say, oh, what a beautiful day, or oh, what a beautiful day. But unfortunately, I'm too Nottingham for my own good, and it comes out as, what a good day. Okay, so we just have to remember that that is a or a, even if sometimes Mrs. Golding accidentally says, oh, she doesn't mean to. And I'm sure some of your mums and dads also accidentally say, oh, when they mean ah in a sentence. So, tricky word. Can you take a minute then to look at the 2 words? Can you do fastest finger? Whereabouts on the screen is the word he? Can you put your finger on it? Whereabouts is the word a, or a, or or whatever. Where's he? Where's a? Faster. He, a. He, a. A. Did you get it? Did I catch you out? Okay. Can you take a picture of the word? Can you hold it in your mind? Can you remember what it looks like? Can you write down the word he? Just from your memory. What about the word a? Can you write that down just from your memory too? If you can, you're ready to use these words in our sentences today. Now, I'll keep flicking backwards and forwards with my phoneme and my tricky words as we go. So, here he is. Here's my troll, and it's time for me to write a sentence about him. But we know a good writer doesn't just dive straight in onto the page. A good writer has to stop. They have to think it. They have to say it. Then they write it, and then they check it. Think it, say it, write it, check it. So, I'm going to think of my sentence first. I'm going to use that tricky word he to start my sentence. He has a big nose. He has a big nose. I've thought about my sentence, and now it's time to say it so that I can remember all of those words. And remembering all of the words that you want to write is so tricky at your age. So we really have to say it a couple of times to get it really locked into our heads. Ready? Say it with me. He has a big nose. Again. He has a big nose. Okay. Sorry, mums and dads. Children who are in my class, you'll be used to this. We've said it, now we're going to shout it, and we're going to whisper it, then we're going to robot it. You ready? He has a big nose. Whisper it. He has a big nose. Robot it. He has a big nose. Got it? What was the first word in our sentence? Can you remember it? It was he. And that was one of our tricky words. Can you remember what it looked like? He. Oh, I remember. I kept going, H-E spells he. H-E spells he. Let me have a go then. H-E spells he. H-E spells he. He. going to put space in so that my words don't get smushed together. He. What was the next word in my sentence? He has a big nose. He has a big nose. He. Did you get it? Has. Oh, that's not a tricky word. That's a word that we can sound out. Let's do our good, careful sounding out together. Has, 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 has. Were you sounding out? I hope you were. Let's do it again, just in case you were letting me do it by myself. Has, 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 has. Has, has. What was the first sound? Yeah, perfect. Huh. He, her, and what was that last sound? Has. He has. Brilliant. He has. He has I don't mean though, do I? I say but I shouldn't. I should say or a. He has a. That was the tricky word. Can you remember it? Was it No, silly Mrs. Golding. It was or a. He has a. He has a. What did he have? What's the next word in my sentence? He has a big. Can you say that with me? Big, 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 big. Were you sounding that out? I hope so. Let's do it one more time together. Big, 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 big. Big. Could use my phoney mat to check what that looks like. I can actually remember it because I wrote it yesterday. It's got the dot on the top, hasn't it? Oh, whoops. I've forgotten a space. All of my words have become smushed together. Whoops-a-doodle. Big. He has a big. Last word in my sentence. Can you remember what it is? He has a big nose. Well done. He has a big nose. Nose, 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 nose. Hope you were sounding out. Do it with me if you're not sure. Nose, 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 nose. Nose. Letter O. This doesn't quite look right. I think there's a sneaky E at the end of that word. He has a big nose. Right, I've thought about my sentence, I've said my sentence, written my sentence, and now I need to check it. I'm going to take my pointing finger, or my pointer on my mouse, and I'm going to point to each word and read it back to make sure that I've got all of the words in my sentence. He has a big nose. Brilliant. And now my sentence is finished. I can finish it off with a pow, full stop. There we go. Right then. Time for the next sentence. Time for you to work a little bit harder now. I've done it. Now let's do it together. Mums and dads, you might notice I'm not stressing about capital letters. They're a bit tricky at the minute. Okay. So our next sentence, let's think about what else he has. Oh no, are you going to make me do it again? You're going to make me say the cheeky one again. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep saying that. He has a fat tummy. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep saying that. Right then, say the sentence with me, because remember, we think it, say it, write it, check it. He has a fat tummy. Oh my goodness. He has a fat tummy. Shout it. He has a fat tummy. Whisper it. He has a fat tummy. Robot it. He has a fat tummy. Got it? He has a fat tummy. 5 words in our sentence. My goodness. Should we have a go at writing it? Okay. What's the first word in our sentence? Can you remember? You're right, it was he. But I wonder if you can remember what that word looks like. Can you cheeky steal it from maybe a sentence that's already on the board, on my screen? Can you find that word he? Can you cheeky steal it? Can you spot it? He. Can you have a go at writing it down? Go on then, you try. Did you get it? Let's see if you're right. He. Did you get it? Yeah, I can cheeky steal, because it's a tricky word. I can see it over here. I can cheeky steal it. He. Next word then, has. I wonder if you can get the first sound, most of the sounds, or all of the sounds in the word has by yourself. Let's see. Has, 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 has. Try again. Has, has, has. Can you write them down? What's that first sound in the word has? Can you write it down? Get it? What's next? Got it? Let's see. Did you get it? Has. He has. Uh-oh, I want to write but I know that's not right. He has or a, however you say it. He has a. Where's that tricky word, a? Can you see it? Can you cheeky steal it? Can you remember it? What's that tricky word a like? He has a. Can you write it down on your page? See if you got it right. He has a. Very good. Ready for the next word then? This one you've got to sound out yourself. Do you think you can? Remember, one sound, lots of sounds, or all of the sounds. Let's see which one you can do. He has a fat, fat, fat. You hear any of those sounds? You write them down. Did you get that first sound? I hope you did. Fat. Did you get the next sound? Ah. And did you get the last sound? What was it? Ah. Fat. Very good. He has a fat. Last word then, tummy. I'll help you with this one because it is very tricky. Tummy, 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 tummy. Oh, you thought I was going to help you with the first sound? Absolutely not. What's the first sound in tummy? Can you get it? Can you hear it? And the next sound. Ooh. And then it's a double M. And what letter do we use to make the E sound at the end of our words? I don't know why we use the letter Y. Tummy. He has a fat tummy. I've thought it, I've said it, I've written it. Now I need to check it with my pointing finger or my mouse. I'm going to point. He has a fat tummy. Perfect. I'm going to finish my sentence with a full stop. Lovely. I've had a go at writing a sentence using the tricky word he and a. We've had a go at writing sentences using the tricky word he and a. And now I wonder if you can have a go at writing some sentences using those tricky words by yourself. Oh, with your parent and carer's help, of course, and your sound mats, of course. Parents and carers, at this point in the year, we are happy with any sound. So if they are just writing sentences that contain just the initial sound, that is great. That is perfectly acceptable, okay? So don't worry too much. If you can get more than just the initial sound, then that's amazing. And if you can get all the sounds in each word, children, you are blowing me out of the water, okay? So can you have a go at writing some sentences about your troll by yourself? Can you upload some pictures onto Class Dojo so we can have a look and see how you've done? Yeah? Wonderful. I'm going to scoot back to the tricky words and put them on the board so you can use them. And then I'll scoot back to the tricky words, then you can use them in your writing. And if you want to, you can rewind the video to the start so you can have a look at the phoneme mats as well. It's completely up to you, whichever is most beneficial. Okay, good luck everyone, and I can't wait to see your hard work. Here's your tricky words, and I will see you soon. And you have to wait for me to turn the video off. Okie dokie. Bye everyone, can't wait to see your hard work.